Hello everyone, we are back. I know it's been a minute, but now we are back. Welcome back everyone. So a recap, last time we read chapter 5 of First Samuel 5, 5 verse 5, huh? First Samuel chapter 5 verse 1 until verse 12, so it was quite short. And today I can see that First Samuel 6 is quite long, so we'll see how far we can go. As you remember how comical chapter 5 was, the Philistines were in possession of the ark and God was showing them flames. So yeah, and now we are in chapter 6. Let's go. The ark returned to Israel. The ark of the Lord was in the country of the Philistines 7 months. And the Philistines called for the priest of the diviners and said, "What shall we do with the ark of the Lord? Tell us with what we shall send it to its place." So yes, as I just said, God showed them flames. So now they need to return it back. They need to return it back, and they're asking their priests, like, what should we do with the ark of the Lord? So they said, if you send away the ark of God of Israel, do not send it empty, but by all means return him a guilt offering. So when you send back the ark of the covenant, send it with the guilt offering, then you will be healed. It will my bookmark is oily, sorry. It will be known to you why his hand does not turn away from you. So when you return the ark, you must make sure that you do not return it just by itself. Make sure that you return it with guilt offering, and yeah, you will know why. Then you will understand everything, and then you will be healed. And they said, "What is the guilt offering that we shall return to him?" That's self-explanatory. They answered, 5 golden tumors and 5 golden mice. I don't know, tumor in this case, or what is it? Yeah, because, oh yeah, I understand it, because the people were getting tumors, so the tumors would represent the tumors they were getting. But tumors in what sense? Because okay, yeah. And the 5 golden mice. So you make the mice and the tumors, and then you send them back. Okay. According to the number of lords of the Philistines, for the same plague was on all of you and on your lords. You must make image of your tumors and image of your mice that ravage the land, and give glory to the God of Israel. Okay. Now my question has been answered. So make an image of the tumor that they got and the mice that were terrorizing them. And then, yeah, because everyone got the same affliction. Yeah, sorry, I'm laughing. And perhaps he will lighten his hand from off you and your gods and your land. Why should you harden your hearts as the Egyptians and Pharaoh hardened their hearts? Yeah, the nice thing is that it didn't take them a very long time to see that they have to return the ark. Unlike with Pharaoh, who refused for the longest time until God decided to take the firstborns of every firstborn, animals, humans, everything. So at least this time they didn't resist the word, the demands that God was making. So after he had dealt severely with them, did they not send the people away as they departed? Now then, take and prepare a new cart and 2 male cows, which there has never come a yoke. So as you know, a yoke, you put it on the neck of 2 animals, and then they carry or plow, whatever, I don't know. So the 2 male cows that you return with the with the tumors and the tumors and the mice. So the 2 cows have to be milk cows, and they've never had to work, basically work for their lives. And yeah, and then you send them and the yoke the cows to the cart. But okay, let's back to verse 7. Now then, take and prepare a new cart and 2 milk cows on which there's never come a yoke, and yoke the cow to the cart, but take their cows home away from them. So basically, the milk cows, they are going to be on the yoke for the first time when they go back to wherever they're supposed to go. And then their calves are not supposed to see their mothers leaving. I don't know, the cows leaving. So yeah, you hide the calves, and then the cows, hopefully you guys understand. And then take the ark of the Lord and place it on the cart and put it in a box at its side, the figures of gold. Okay, let's go back to 8 one more time. And take the ark of the Lord and place it on the cart and put in a box at its side by the figure of gold, which you are returning to him as a guilt offering. Then send it off and let it go away. So you put and take the ark of the Lord. Oh yeah, the ark of the Lord, you put it in the cart with all those other, the mice, the tumors, and put the ark of the Lord in the cart, and then send it to where it's supposed to go. And watch if it goes up on the way to its own land, to Beth Shemesh, then it is he who has done us this great harm. But if not, then we shall know that it is not his hand that has struck us. It happened to us by coincidence. So basically they're saying we put everything in the cart, and then if the cows go in a straight direction, they just go straight, then we know that it was the God of the Israelites who did all of this to us. But if the cows go in a different direction, then we will know that it just happened by coincidence. But yeah, we all know that it would be too much of a coincidence that, like now, you take something, and wherever that thing goes, the people get sick or something happens to them. It cannot be a coincidence. I mean, that's just me. But yeah, then again, we did read chapter 5 already. The men did so and took 2 milk cows, and yoked them to the cart and shut up their calves at home. So they took the 2 milk cows, yoked them to the cart, and then put away the calves so they did not see their mothers. And they put the ark of the Lord on the cart and the box with the golden mice and the images of their tumors. I think that makes sense already. And the cows went straight in the direction of Beth Shemesh along one highway, lowing as they went. So yeah, the cows just went straight, just kept going and lowing as they went. Ooh, as they went. So yeah, like yeah, we're just going where they're supposed to go. And they turned neither to the right nor to the left, and the Lord of the Philistines went after them as far as the border of Beth Shemesh. So yeah, as they said, if the cows do not turn to the left or to the right and they just go straight, then they will know this was the hand of the Lord of the Israelites. So the cows did that, they did not turn. Remember, the cows were not being controlled by anyone. So basically they were just going, following the direction of but then of course God was leading them to where they're supposed to go. Beth Shemesh. It feels like a tongue twister. Now the people of Beth Shemesh went reaping after wheat harvest in the valley. Now one more time. Now the people of Beth Shemesh were reaping their wheat harvest in the valley, and they lifted up their eyes and saw the ark. They rejoiced to see it. Okay, so the cows got to Beth Shemesh where they were supposed to go, and then the people there, they were what's that, harvesting in the valley, and then they looked up and saw the ark, and they rejoiced like, yay, yay, the ark has come back. The cart came into the field of Joshua of Beth Shemesh and stopped there. So yeah, it stopped, like no one told it to stop. It just came there and then stopped on its own. Yeah. A great stone was there, and they split up the wood of the cart and offered the cows as a burning sacrifice to the Lord. So the cart came into the field of Joshua of Beth Shemesh and stopped there. A great stone was there, so a big stone was there, and they split up the wood and of the cart and offered the cows as a burnt offering to them. Okay, so obviously the cart was made of wood, so the cows got to where they're supposed to go, and then they split up the wood and then set it alight to burn the offering to the Lord. And the Levites took down the ark of the Lord and the box that was beside it, in which there were golden figures, and set them upon the great stone. So they took out the mice and the tumors and put them on that great stone. And the men of Beth Shemesh offered offerings and sacrifices on that day to the Lord. So yeah, that makes sense. And when the 5 lords of the Philistines saw it, they returned that day to Ekron. So remember, the Philistines were following the cart to some extent, to see, like some distance, to see where it goes. And then when they saw that it went straight to the Beth Shemesh, and then they returned back to their town Ekron. These are the golden tumors that the Philistines returned as a guilt offering to the Lord. One for Ashdod, one for Gaza, one for Ashkelon, and one for Gath, and one for Ekron. So those are the cities that were afflicted by the hand of the Lord. And the golden mice according to the number of all the cities of the Philistines belonging to the 5 lords. So both fortified cities and unwalled villages. The great stone beside which they set down the ark, the Lord of the Lord, is a witness to this day in the field of Joshua. Okay, so yeah, they put the mice and the tumors on the great stone to make their sacrifice to the Lord, and which to this day is still witness to that, to what happened. And he struck some of the men. Oh, let's go. Verse 19. And he struck some of the men of Beth Shemesh because they took upon the ark of the Lord. He struck 70 men of them, and the people mourned because the Lord has struck the people with a great blow. So basically, not everyone is allowed to touch the ark of the Lord. So just some Levites, not all of them. You have to be anointed, so, and you have to be a Levite. So these people they looked upon the ark, just looking at it. I don't know if it's just looking at it like I'm looking at my phone right now, or is it opening inside to see what's inside. But either way, the Lord struck them, and there were about 70 men, and the people mourned because that's a kind of a heavy blow. So yeah. Then the men of Beth Shemesh said, "Who is able to stand before the Lord this holy? And to whom shall he go up away from us?" Okay, one more time. Then the men of Beth Shemesh said, "Who is able to stand before the Lord this holy?" So who can stand before the Lord who is this holy? God is so holy that not everyone can stand before him. So that's why a lot of the people are just dying when they come into the presence of the Lord, because we are not holy. Yeah. They are not holy, we are not holy. So when they come into God's presence, and mind you, the ark is not the complete presence of God. It was just a portion of his presence, and people were still dying just for being in the presence of the ark. So yeah. And to whom shall he go up away from us? And to whom shall he go up away from us? This one, let me see. So they sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kiriath Jearim, saying, the Philistines have returned the ark of the Lord. Come down and take it up to you. So they were basically saying, because the ark of the covenant cannot stay where it is, someone has to take it to where it's supposed to go. So basically this question, they were asking who can take it to where it's supposed to go when the Lord is striking the people just for looking at it. So yeah, luckily, good thing then they thought like, okay, let's go. They sent messengers to the inhabitants of Kiriath Jearim, saying, the Philistines have returned the ark of the Lord. Come down and take it. So they sent some of the messengers to that place to come down and fetch the ark of the Lord, as the Philistines have returned it. And the men of Kiriath Jearim came and took up the ark of the Lord and brought it to the house of Abinadab on the hill. So they went to the men that had the authority to be in the presence of the ark were able to go and get it, and then brought it to the house of Abinadab on the hill. And they consecrated his son Eleazar to have charge of the ark of the Lord. So they consecrated him to have charge of the ark of the Lord. From the day that the ark was lodged at Kiriath, a long time passed, some 20 years, and all the house of Israel lamented after the Lord. So yeah, time passed, 20 years after everything happened, and the house of Israel lamented after the Lord. So what's lamenting? Lamenting, is it like mourning? I don't remember, but something like that. So after the Lord. So that's the end of chapter 6. So I read a bit of chapter 7 too, because chapter 6, it starts oh yeah, the story ends the story ends at verse 2. So I thought I might as well. So that's it for us today, ladies and gentlemen. I think it was not as long as I thought, because everything made sense and I didn't really have a lot of comments. But if you have any questions, suggestions, or whatever, don't be afraid to say something. And see you guys next time. Bye bye.